Alright, match 1. We're on the play against Bad Player for Life, who I doubt is really a bad player. This is just kind of the username. Your average MTGO player, at least in the leagues, is generally going to be pretty good. So we're definitely not going to fall for this trick to let our guard down. I find this hand to be quite keepable. Might as well play the Den of the Bugbear because it's going to come into play tapped if we play it past turn 3 anyway, and we got 2 of these in our hand, so we're heavily incentivized to play these 2 as our first lands. The fact that it is Blood Moon, I think, is generally why we want to play it, because we've got a clear strategy here, a clear path to victory, if you will. Ooh, Mill. Well, we've got at least a Flame Slash for that, so hopefully, yeah, it's basically no other card that realistically makes sense to play there. So, and since they did play a non-basic first turn, there is the dream that we can basically color screw them. Although they're a 2-color deck, they basically need 2 black and 2 blue, so you'd be surprised how often we can get them with Blood Moon, so we'll see. I don't think I'm going to play Wooded Foothills. There's no need to thin our deck. And also we do not want to turn on Archive Trap. Oh, double Hammer Garden, definitely one of the better cards they could have put to the graveyard. Okay. Alrighty. I think we want to jam Blood Moon for sure. They don't necessarily have a good. If they hit Blood Moon, they could have hit Surgical Extraction, but since they didn't, I think the coast is relatively clear unless they got Force Negation, which I don't think is in the standard main deck. I don't think. It hasn't been for a while, at least. Yep, sure enough. Sometimes you just sense it. I just sensed that they had a Surgical Extraction. Works for us. Honestly, I don't think Fury was really that good anyway. I'm surprised they didn't take Hammer Bogargan. I mean, I would have thought Hammer Bogargan would be the pick, but I guess they wanted to maximize the chances that they'd hit something from out of our hand. They might have another one. They might hit Hammer. We'll see. And we for sure have to drop Blood Moon. All right. They might still naturally have another blue, but then hopefully they just can't play Luris for the rest of the game, which is definitely good. Turning off double blue, well, we didn't, but that would be very critical because Tasha's Hideous Laughter can definitely be a problem. Okay, so we're going to try to hammer. It might not work, but we're going to try. I got a feeling they're holding up Counterspell, but okay. Alright, Ragavan time. Basically, if we hit black, you basically turn off the removal, which is good. Alrighty. Alright, so they're off black so far. That's definitely good. Alrighty, so we can get to play Wooded Foothills and put Obosh to hand. Alrighty, let's see what we reveal. Ooh, but unfortunately that's way outside of our ability to play range. Might as well play a Spellbomb. Some kind of lag going on here. Okay. Not sure what this is. Oh, yeah. Alright, that was a little bit of a hard computer lag, actually, because the timer even stopped. But anyway, good thing we took care of that. No Tasha, which is good. Double Tasha could just kill us. Double Archive Trap would also be really brutal. Okay, I think that's an Archive Trap. Yep. Alright, well, I think we should have enough firepower to be able to take this. All right, opponent. Let's see. All right, I was a little worried about them snagging a Spikefield Hazard, but nope. I think I'm going to save the Spikefield for just extra damage. You just never know. Another Fractured Sanity. All right, let's do this. Yeah. So they pretty much have to deck us next turn. If we would have played Spikefield, then we would have been able to put Hammer to hand, but I think if we untap, we basically win anyway. Plus, if they somehow completely drain our library, we do have the option to crack Pyrite Spellbomb in response to their last mill spell, and hopefully draw a Lightning Bolt so we can Spikefield Lightning Bolt on their upkeep, which seems like an unlikely path to victory, but, you know, better than having a path to victory. But I think having cut them off black. Oh, okay, they conceded. Just a little bit of lag here. Okay, good. Alrighty, so, well, it would be nice to have Elixir of Immortality. I think, honestly, the Juke plan is basically what we're on, and Relic. So, what's the plan here? Honestly, I think Pyrite Spellbomb is not necessary. We don't necessarily want to be drawing cards, and 2 damage is not necessarily going to get the job done. We do need Flame Slash, because I think we do need to be able to deal with those crabs. Otherwise, they do just go to town. Fury is a mixed bag, but I think we can probably do without Fury. Honestly, I'm kind of wondering if we really need Seasoned Pyromancer. Obviously, like, the card advantage is nice, but we definitely drawing cards is not at its best. But at the same time, sometimes when the games stall out, it does. Yeah, Seasoned Pyromancer. You know what? We're gonna reduce Seasoned Pyromancer to 2, maybe. Okay, we definitely want to. I think we're gonna reduce Hammer to 2. That's for sure. And you know what? Against all odds, we're removing Seasoned Pyromancer. I know. Well, we're gonna hopefully Fury will be one of our better cards, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've got so much virtual card advantage with the Den of the Bugbear, Blast Zone, and all of that. We just want to up our yeah. It's just drawing 2 cards. Believe it or not, a lot of times drawing 2 cards can be the difference between winning and losing. Then again, it is also good to actually have like a kills, you know, a victory plan. So removing win conditions can be not good. Yeah, but double Ragavan, Blood Moon, hey, can't ask for that much more. They mulligan 2/6, which is good for us. Ragavan. I am Ragavan. Here's my Raga plan. Oof, Hedron Crab. We don't have an immediate answer to this, which is definitely kind of an issue. Okay, we do now. Okay, I think I have to, as much as turn 2 Blood Moon would be great. Actually, turn 2 Blood Moon would be, is kind of, Yeah, as great as turn 2 Blood Moon is, I just don't want to, like, get milled for 6. So giving them a free extra mill spell is just kind of, it's just kind of nasty. Yeah, well, we still prevented them milling us, I guess, an extra 3. And the fact that they played Watery Grave makes me hope that they don't necessarily have a lot of basics. Ooh, so that can be a brutal next turn. Alright, well, we gotta play this, because otherwise they'll come to play tapped. No point in dashing, because they'll just block, so. Question is next turn to Blood Moon or to Hammer. Probably Blood Moon. If they play a fetch land, that can really go to town. Alright, that's about the same thing as a fetch land, is what it is. These crabs are very powerful. I shouldn't have played Ragavan because maybe, nah. Alright, unfortunately I can't do much about that, so, man. Yep. Maybe we will hammer the Ruined Crab. We can that also enable us to make a good attack with Ragavan. Then we can maybe go for the Blood Moon. We gotta stop the bleeding, as they say. I got a feeling they've got a Fatal Push. You know, either way you slice it, I think we have to try to stem the bleeding here. So let's see. Alrighty, that's good. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Drawn in the lock. Alright, can't use it, but maybe next turn. Next turn we can play Relic and Blood Moon, hopefully. Oh, it's a lot of mill. And it's also another basic island, which we could have shut off, but I still think it was worth it to hit the crab. Did they draw 3 cards? Yeah, they did. Dang it, Relic could have been helpful, but it wouldn't have actually stopped it. We effectively stopped 6 from this, although it would have stopped 3 if we had played Blood Moon. So maybe we should have just played Blood Moon. If they play another crab, maybe we just, blow up the blast zone. If it's a Hedron crab, obviously after attacking. So we shall see. Alright, got a feeling we're gonna get Tasha'd. At this point, we might not even want to play Blood Moon. All they really have is Luris, and Luris really isn't that threatening to us. Alright, that's very important. Let's just play the Relic now. Just to prevent, I don't know, Snapcaster shenanigans. Alright, well, I guess they draw 3. Alright, well, let's attack. Alright, I guess that's a good card to take off the top. You know what, we will play Blood Moon. Yeah, we will play Blood Moon, because these Fractured Sanities, they can still... Man, they can still freaking... Yeah, this is our only... In reality, like, we have to try to cut off as many cards as we can at this point, so... Gotta take our chances when we can. I guess we might as well bolt this now before they can untap and counterspell. Alright, so I'm not feeling our chances here, but Blood Moon turning off enough cards maybe might give us a chance. Discard card. What is the surgical extracting? Fury? Man, they really... Well, I might as well, you know, remove it, right? I think that seems like a pretty decent plan. It's kind of a hard counter for 0 mana. Not bad. Alright, Tasha. Well, it is what it is. No, 13. We're still in it. We are still in it, folks. See if they go for another surgical extraction. Alrighty. I think I just have to go for Obosh. Ruined Crab. I don't think milling them is necessarily gonna do too much for us. This could be a mistake, but I don't think that's where we want to be. If they toss us again, or Mind Break, Trap, or whatever it's called, alright. Lag. Alright, so we're just gonna run it back and see, like, games like that, Season Pyromancer, I think, is not necessarily where you want to be. Hammer is also a little bit vulnerable. Yeah, and I just like Fury is another, like, early card that can deal with those crabs, so... So there we go. The problem is they had so many crabs that we couldn't deploy Blood Moon early. Maybe we should have just gone for turn 2 Blood Moon, although we couldn't actually because we had to deal with at least the Ruined Crab because that was going to block. So, but maybe we should have gone for turn 3 Blood Moon. That might have been our mistake. That could have paid a lot of dividends in the late game. That's realistically, like, we're still learning with the deck, and that probably was just objectively warranted. I think this is good enough. We can deal with their early crabs. They mulligan, which is good for us. We have Relic. We just need to hit our 3rd land drop for Blood Moon, and I think we'll be in decent shape. The best they can do is basic island and a basic swamp, and you know, hopefully we can shut off. If we shut off all the rest of their lands, then that can really put a damper on them from the rest of the game. This should help. This will definitely, like, one of the main ways they win, like last game, was actually they had Visions of Beyond to draw like a quadrillion cards. If we can manage our own graveyard, then that severely limits that. Okay, we got the answer to that, which is good. Might as well hit their graveyard. They do get some. Mostly we want to hit our own graveyard on this matchup, but. And that's one of the reasons, by the way, to play Relic over Soul Guide Lantern. Soul Guide Lantern does not help at all in managing our own graveyard, or very, very minimally, rather. See, that's why we played Den of the Bugbear turn 1. I mean, we could go for their graveyard, but I think we're still going to wait. Yeah. Alrighty. Hopefully they don't surgical extract the Blood Moon. That would be... Oh, we can actually just crack the Relic if they do. we're cracking the relic for sure. Oh, I guess we didn't need to crack the relic now that I think about it. They should have waited until end of turn for us to try to crack the relic, but... Alright, so... I think we might as well play Magus of the Moon. I don't know if they can actually deal with this. This gives us a potential attacker next turn. Yeah, well, let's... I think Magus is generally better in this matchup. Alright, cool stuff. I could use the other Fury, but I'd rather hold on to it. I shouldn't have cracked the relic, but, like, I just, you know... Oh, let's definitely get the Dragon Race Channeler down first before we bolt. And let's actually attack first. A counterspell? Oh. Yeah, no biggie, no biggie. Definitely glad I played Magus over Blood Moon here. Hopefully they don't have Snapcaster Mage. Snapcaster Mage is definitely one of the less common cards in the mill archetype that we see. Alrighty. Alright, we got another Magus of the Moon. Good clock and disruption. Definitely very nice to have. Alrighty. Bam. Oh, another counterspell. Mildly annoying, but I don't think that'll ultimately change the course of the game that much. Alrighty. We'll put Obosh to hand. Because even if they have Snapcaster Mage, we can bolt it. So much better than Blood Moon here, just being able to chip in for 2 each turn. Hopefully they don't have Aether Gust, but I guess we'll see. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, they're holding their land drops. That's definitely wise for them. Oh, maybe not. Oh, well, we got the bolt, which is good for us. Alrighty. I wonder what they got in their hand. Yeah, let's see. As you can see here, Magus of the Moon is far superior to Blood Moon in this matchup for the most part, because they can't really fatal push this when they don't have access to fetch lands. All right. Let's keep it going. Dealt so much damage that Blood Moon just would not have done, so. Alrighty. Bam. Alrighty. Alrighty. Fractured Sanity, definitely not bad. Definitely could be a lot better for us, or it could be a lot worse for them. So if we draw a land, we basically win. Well, that's still good. It's not quite the same as drawing a land, but still good. I'm not too worried about the memento. Okay, cool stuff. All right, we take the game, take the match. That is good. And lots of lag here. All right.